Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are going to discuss about a subject called empowering our families in outreach. Okay, so everybody in our movement knows this. This chanting of Hare Krishna will be spread to every town and village. And as a leader, as a family member of ISKCON society, we strongly believe on this prophecy which is from whom? Excellent. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And all of us, even though we may be in a new level, you may be in the medium level, you may be in the higher level of managerial, or you may be just a simple devotee who is attending, everybody is doing their best to participate in this. Why? Because Acharyas mention that whoever participates in the spreading of Krishna conscious movement or in the Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So normally we read Bhagavad Gita, we read Bhagavatam. When we read Bhagavatam, we feel that the associates of the Lord are so fortunate because they are in the Leela of the Lord. He may be a demon, he may be an ordinary person, or he may be having a special relationship with the Lord. But all are very, very fortunate. Those devotees are called associates of the Lord. Correct? So same way, now whoever puts an effort, whoever works for the implementation of the prophecy of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are all in the Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Is it not the amazing that we have a what you call option to be a associate of the Lord? Maybe after thousands of years, when they recite Chaitanya Charitamrita, we all be included. That after the departure of Lord Chaitanya, how the movement was spread. There was a Sainapati messenger came, Srila Prabhupada, and along with so many devotees supported, and they fulfilled the prophecy of Lord Chaitanya. So we are very, very near to that very fortunate moment where we can be a part of Leela. But with a period of time, what happens? Can you guess what happens? Yes, the leaders, the Yatra presidents are burdened. Initially it may be very fine that they are performing all activities. Correct? By seeing this picture, lot of things can be reminded. One person during the especially festival time, running 24 hours, not even 24 hours, sometimes they feel that the time is very less, it should be more. And they are so enthusiastic, so eager to perform, but after certain period of time, what will happen? Yes, this cannot go forever. Initially, it may be okay. After a certain period of time, what happens? We will be tired, we will be frustrated, and we will be disappointed with the results what we are getting in comparison with the energy time what we spend. So, to bring the prophecy of Lord Chaitanya, all the Yatra leaders, all the presidents, GBC, Sannyasi Maharajas, Gurus, everybody is working in a different methods. Prabhupada himself told that you have to give job to the mind so that we can come up with new ideas. So today we are going to see one tool which will help us to fulfill this prophecy. This tool is called Bhakti Home Program. We are not telling that this is the only tool. There is so many programs, so many things are there. This is one of the tools which can be utilized. Like we have so many tools. Some tools will make our life very easy. Correct? Before, people used to carry lot of things while traveling. Now, only one mobile makes life easy. From the ticket, from the boarding pass, room reservation, contact details, apart from that, what you called flashlight, camera, everything is available one tool. Correct? So this is available. Entertainment also. Lot of negative things also available. Yeah, it's up to us that how we will use it. So there is a tool. If somebody thinks that okay, I will not use mobile, okay, it may be great, but he will end up in carrying multiple paperwork, so lot of things. So same way we have several tools, and one important tool is Bhakti Home program, which will, what can Bhakti Home program? Just before that we will see what is Bhakti Home. So Bhakti Home in this world but not of the world. What do you mean by that? So we know that devotees of the Lord are very, very precious. And especially if there is a family who is a devotee family, they may look like a ordinary family, but they are called embassies. You know embassy? Like you want to go to America, so you want to do some paperwork of American government. So you cannot go to America and do it, correct? So there is an office called embassy, US embassy. You go and do your activity. So same way every nation has its own embassy. So similarly the Bhakti homes are also embassies. Of what? Of spiritual world. Hari Bol, excellent. So Bhakti homes are the embassies of the spiritual world, where the connection between the material world and the spiritual world can be established, and the pathway to go will be open. So with Bhakti home we can spread Krishna consciousness, like epidemic. Everybody knows epidemic, correct? Now even to use this word we have to be afraid. Oh my God, why are you going to use this word? Soon we have came up with a big epidemic, correct? So, but Prabhupada uses this long time back. So here Prabhupada is predicting that Krishna conscious movement is like epidemic, which will devour Europe and America. Not only in Europe and America, entire world can be affected by this epidemic, which is called Krishna consciousness. So all of you, I know everybody is a leader, so everybody is working very hard to make it happen. So this tool, what we are going to discuss, we will understand that how it will help us to bring this prophecy come true. So simple. Bhakti home is a simple program which does first two things. First, what it does, it acknowledges the devotees who come to our movement. Normally when we go to, may not be big temple, even if you go to small temple, the discussion, everything will be around some of the senior devotees, some of the initiated devotees, some of the devotees who are practicing. So Bhakti home, first what it does is it acknowledges. Like just now I was explaining that in a small temple or the medium sized temple, where always the focus is on the regular devotees, senior devotees. So if any new person comes, they feel comfortable, but at the same time they will be not recognized easily. So what does Bhakti Home program does? That it acknowledges all the new devotees, because initially we may have gone through the same situation. Maybe if you are since birth, you are a Krishna conscious devotee, that is different. But if you came into the movement, we may recall that how did we feel when we come newly to Krishna consciousness. Oh, okay, philosophy is good, deities are good, arati is good, everything is going magnanimous. So we feel so that, oh, how can I participate in this? So the main purpose of this program is nobody should feel disconnected. Nobody should feel that unattended. So first one, what it does, it acknowledges and it gives empowerment for the spreading of Krishna consciousness. That we will see how it can be done. Normally, especially in India and some of the countries, we have a strong conviction that Krishna consciousness can be spread only by a senior devotees who completed Shastric study, who has some degrees of Bhakti Shastri and who are in a movement for a very long time. Correct? But the fact is different. We will see that. Okay, this is actual background is a small town picture where initially the Bhakti Home program started with one house. So it was soon spread to the nearby house. Next, these two houses spread to nearby houses. So same way like that, within a short period of time, entire city become Krishna consciousness. This is called spreading of Krishna conscious movement like a epidemic. Epidemic means the virus will not go anywhere. It will stay at home. Whoever comes in contact, it will be transferring. So with this, so there is a famous quotation. Can somebody read this one? Excellent. So His Holiness Japtak Maharaj mentions that we require basically three things. What is that? Holy name, correct? Next, prasadam, small philosophy and the books, correct? These three are there, then it is sufficient. We can spread Krishna consciousness. We don't have to have the full philosophy. We don't have to complete reading Bhagavatam. We don't have to memorize the Bhakti Shastri slokas. Nothing. Just a small philosophy, holy name, Krishna Prasad. Because our entire movement's power comes from these three. Everybody agrees on this? If any new devotee comes, we will not say him that you have to leave everything, you have to come out, you have to go to forest. Nothing. What we say? Whatever you are doing, do. Just start chanting. Just add Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to your life. That's it. That is what we say. Correct? Initially. Then once they start chanting, then the Lord will take care. So same, the concept is simple. Holy name, prasadam, little philosophy and association. Main our what you call movement's power is association. So when they come to a new house where this three is available, automatically devotee is there who is giving the association. This is sufficient to be a house become a Krishna conscious center. So the concept of Bhakti Home, we know Uber, we know Airbnb, correct? Can anybody say how Uber and Airbnb is common? In which way Airbnb, Uber and Bhakti Homes? Uber is a transportation coordination company. Okay. So what it does? It connects the available taxis. Same way, even before only taxis were there. Now any car can become a taxi. You are having a car, you want to make it a taxi, just connect it to Uber. So same way Airbnb, before only hotels. Now every house can become a hotel because of this special features of these companies. So same way the Bhakti Home concept is also like that. Any house can become a Krishna conscious sharing center or preaching center. Any family can able to do this. That is the theme of the Bhakti Home package. So we may think that okay, Prabhu, idea is very good. Like Uber idea, Airbnb idea, Bhakti Home idea is good. But implementation is the tough part, correct? In the morning we may wake up and we may have so many ideas. But how many people are going to implement those ideas? Only once you implement, then only it can have the value, correct? When you implement, then only it can have a value. Maybe I have an idea that may add another 10 features to mobile. But unless somebody implements that idea, don't have value. So, the proof of their value is in their implementation. So, Bhakti Home is also a very nice idea where it says that every house can be a Krishna conscious center. But how to implement it? So, that part is already taken care. So, now we will see the implementation. So, until now everybody with me, clear how we are going. So, the implementation is very, very simple. Bhakti Home follows this 5-step method of implementation. First one is identifying, second one is training, third one is empowering and inspiring, fourth one is recognizing and appreciating, fifth one is, what is the fifth one? Reap the rewards. This is what every leader wants, correct? So we will see how to identify a house or a family which can become a sharing or Bhakti Home center. So the requirement is very, very, very simple. What is the requirement? At least one person should be chanting a fixed number of rounds. It is not that 16 rounds, it is not that 32 rounds, any number. Maybe he is chanting 4 rounds regularly, that is sufficient. Second point is the house should be vegetarian. Third should be family members should be favorable. Okay, it's not that somebody comes and there is a fight going on themselves in the house. Only simple conditions. Fixed number of rounds, vegetarian house, and family is favorable. Then that house can be recognized as Bhakti Home, our next Krishna conscious center. Okay, identifying is finished. Now, second part is training. We will come back to training in the last, but we will see the other factors. Empowering and inspiring to preach. Already we have seen one quote about the preaching, correct? So we will see one more very powerful message from Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is giving this clear information. What is that? If you put a condition that you qualify then preach, then it's not going to happen. So he is directly empowering everyone who is coming to Krishna consciousness. He is already empowered. No need of additional empowerment, no need of fire sacrifice or no need of anything that I will get a power to preach. No. As long as you come to movement, connect and offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, you are empowered. Okay? So this is the simple thing. So it is how we can understand is everybody can help somebody else. Like a person who is chanting 4 rounds, he can inspire person who is not chanting. Maybe his friend is there who is not chanting, he can inspire him that you chant. In one of the lecture, there were so many leaders were there, and one famous preacher came and they asked one question: how we can make our devotees progress in Krishna conscious rapidly? Because maybe all of you are having some of your what you call Siksha disciples or some people who are listening. You want to make them progress rapidly, correct? As a leader, we want our team should progress rapidly. So when they ask that how we can make them progress rapidly, you know what is the answer given? Answer is simple. Make them speak about Krishna. He not told that you ask them to chant more. He not told that ask them to fast. He not told them to perform this vrata. Nothing. He told simple. You make them speak about Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself says, whoever speaks about him, whoever gives this knowledge to others, he is more dear to him. Correct? So we are inspiring somebody to speak about Krishna, means we are bringing that person from a very, very low level to very high level. What else required? Agree, everybody? So that means what? If a person is chanting 4 rounds or 2 rounds, he can inspire a person who is not chanting. And he is a preacher. And he is empowered by the Srila Prabhupada. And he was having a special mercy now on from Krishna. Next is recognizing and appreciating. So this is the very, very important. Most of the time we ignore this. We think that, okay, giving philosophy is the best part. With that, they can come up. But unless we have some recognition, the motivation will go down. Like in a house, there are 4 people and 2 people chanting. And in the weekend program, Sunday program, you just give them a certificate that these 2 devotees chanting continuously 2 rounds. Just 2 people you give, automatically the other 2 who are there, Arey, what is that? They are just chanting 1 round, 2 round, they are getting certificate. Why I cannot do that? Chanting 1 round is a very easy thing. Correct? So they will start also chanting. So this is how everybody gets inspired. And when you give a certificate, they will also feel very happy. Okay, my temple president called me on the program and he gave me a certificate. He has given me very good smile and he has shaken hand. Finish. That person is very inspired and he will be very inclined to progress himself. Now we will come to the important part of training. Okay? So, Congregational Development Ministry have a website which is specifically for Bhakti Home. You can Google Congregational Development Ministry. In that, Bhakti Home link is there. And soon we are going to launch additional website also with the more information. And just to share one information, this Bhakti Home method, what I discussed, it is not a new which we invented. Maybe some of you are already practicing. This is happening in some of the places. So we are collecting that information and sharing with the others who can also use this tool. And if you are having any better options, better learnings, just share with us so that that same thing can be published in the website or we can share in the upcoming seminars. So Bhakti Home website has 2 portions. One is practicing, second one is sharing. So what is practicing? Practicing have the basic informations like what is sadhana, why we have to do, what is Mangalarati, what is Ekadashi, what is Tulsi Puja, what are the basic things which we follow. Like a temple president or yatra leader, he may not be able to give everyone new information because each week some new people come, some old people will go off, lot of things are happening. So he may not be able to focus to everybody. So if we connect to this website, everything is there. That why we have to chant, how we have to chant. Anyhow, if they are having any queries, they will come to the temple president and who will be very happy to answer them, who will be very happy to give the guidance. So these all required things for practicing is available in the website. You can Google ISKCON Congregational Development. In that you will get ISKCON Congregational Development Ministry website. In that we have one section called Bhakti Home. So next one is sharing. Sharing means what? In our language we call preaching. Simple language, it is sharing. So there is a materials available related to the sharing. So regarding sharing we have 2 methods. One is direct sharing, other one is indirect sharing. Direct sharing means, okay, I am going to conduct a Bhagavad Gita session. And we invite friends and family members. If they are inclined, they can come and join and reap the rewards. Same way, Srimad Bhagavatam classes or book distribution, these are all direct methods. And indirect methods means, this same principle cannot be applied all over the world. You cannot go into America or Europe and you can not say that, okay, I am conducting Bhagavad Gita session, come. Maybe nobody will show interest. Okay, you carry on with you. We have our own method of whatever devotion or performance. So for there, they are using like a yoga sessions, like cooking sessions, vegan life, where they, nowadays everybody is very much inclined towards yoga. So when they come for the yoga sessions, slowly, we give what is the real meaning of yoga, who is the supreme. Like when we invite for cooking classes, okay, we teach them vegetarian cooking, and after few weeks, we explain them that we are not consuming the bhoga or food after cooking. We offer it to Supreme Lord. This is the process. So slowly, we will cultivate. This is called sharing the Krishna consciousness. So in that we have additional information about kirtans, like music. We are going to teach some musics. We are having a music session, so where kirtans can be done, and prasadam and mantra life. So many additional things are available in sharing package. Okay. Apart from that, we have this special materials for children's, like books, youth manuals, family, how to deal with the family issues, and counseling sessions, how to perform ceremonies, and even we have now new courses for the marital and premarital generations. Nowadays, too many new young generation coming to the society, and so many things are we know happening after marriage, before marriage. So these courses will prepare their mindset. Okay, what is why we are getting married? So how I have to deal with my partner? How I have to connect to Krishna? How I can tune my life so that both family together serve Krishna. So this is the overall concept of families sharing Krishna consciousness, Bhakti Home. So before I conclude the session, we will just see that where does this Bhakti Homes fit in our existing society. Like if you go to a village or any place, every place we have a small shops, correct? After 3 or 4 houses, we have a small shop where we get basic required things like vegetables, like small grocery items, which will require to do our regular activities. So same way, Bhakti Homes are like a small shops where we get mainly 4 things. What is that? Holy name, association, prasadam, and simple philosophy. Second, we have medium-sized shops where we have additional items in the shops. So additional, like medium shops are big medium-sized gatherings where like Bhagavad Gita programs are conducted, Bhagavatam programs are conducted. Here we are having a deeper philosophy. Here we are having a senior devotees association. Here we are going to get a higher training, how to worship the deities and how we can improve our sadhana, all those things. And the last one is big hypermarkets where we get everything. So big supermarkets are compared to temples. In temples, we get the association of gurus, we get the association of sannyasis, big deities, celebrations, festivals, so many darshan, so many activities. So these are compared to big shops, because a temple cannot be in every street. Like how, if you want to go to a shopping mall, we have to plan. Okay, I have to drive half an hour and I have to stay there for 3 hours, then I have to come back. So same way, temples may be located little far. We have to travel, we have to perform the activities and come back. But small shops available everywhere. And not only that, the advantages of small shops is we know that person very well. And after a few days, we may have a credit account in the shop. We are not going to pay even every time. Correct? So, can you somebody read Srila Prabhupada, about Srila Prabhupada, what he said? Temples are there to show and train us, and the families should implement. So, this is what the vision of our Acharya. So, let flood the world with small shops. And these small shops are nothing but Krishna conscious spreading centers, bhakti homes. You will just see additional benefits. Like you can see, it's an example report. Like lot of leaders submit the report to Yatra, that how their center is performing. Here you can see that from 2015 to 2020, if you only see brahmacharis, there is no big difference. But if you give a message that from 2015 to 2020, from 20 bhakti homes to 120 bhakti homes has been established. And automatically when the bhakti homes count increases, devotee count increases. So easy way to present the performance of the center. And very powerful additional benefit is low investment. We don't have to build an infrastructure, or we don't have to hire a house, or I don't have to hire a center where we have to keep one temple devotee and ask them to preach. Here, whatever available house, we just convert it into a preaching center. Thank you very much, Prabhujis and Matajis.